What's up, Multiverse? Dr. Dave here. Welcome to the Geek Lounge. So earlier this year, I started to really get into Critical Role. I'd known most of the cast through their voice acting work, whether that was in anime, animation, or video games, and I knew they did stream a D&D game, I just never watched it. And so earlier this year, I thought I'd give it a try, and now I am absolutely hooked. I started with the Mighty 9 campaign. I think I'm about 39 or 40 episodes in. Funnily enough, the last episode I watched was the episode just before their last visit here to London, and if you guys didn't know, they are actually in London right now for MCM Comic Con this weekend. In fact, the Comic Con actually kicked off today. They are there though tomorrow and Sunday. And for all our lovely followers and subscribers, you'll know that I do love to get my Funko Pops signed. If you don't, you can see quite a few behind me. So I thought, you know what, I need to go out and grab the Critical Role Vox Machina Funko Pops so I can get them signed by the cast. And now when they were announced earlier this summer, I was both equally very excited as well as equally terrified because I thought this is going to cost me an absolute fortune. As I mentioned, I knew most of the cast through their anime, animation, and video game work. So, you know, the likes of Travis Willingham, I'm a big One Piece fan, so I was thinking, you know what, I'll get my Paul Gastier's Funko Pop signed. I'm a big Full Metal Alchemist fan, so, you know, Roy Mustang. Add his wife Laura Bailey to that with the Lust Funko Pop. Toru Honda, I'm a big fan of Fruits Basket as well. Matt Mercer's been in like everything. Demon Slayer. Again, One Piece, I have the OG Trafalgar Law Funko Pop. I'm sure there's quite a few other characters. I know Yusuke from Persona 5. There's a few others he has in Funko Pop format. They're just not coming to me off the top of my head. Liam O'Brien voiced Gaara in Naruto. He was one of my favourite characters in that show as well. And then, of course, add to that all their Vox Machina characters, which I had picked up earlier this year, maybe like July, maybe even June, to be honest. No, you know what? I think it was July. They arrived just before I went to Canada, so I've had them for a good 3.5 months now. But what MCM then did do was put a limit on the number of tickets you could order. And that decision actually made me equally both disappointed as well as relieved. Relieved because I wasn't going to be spending as much money. It was going to cost me an absolute fortune if I was going to get everything that I wanted to get signed. But disappointed because it meant I therefore had to pick and choose the characters, the Funko Pops that I wanted to get signed. And I did decide to go for the Vox Machina ones. And now the one sad thing is, well, I guess two sad things are that I didn't get a Matt Mercer or Ashley Johnson auto op. They sold out very quickly. All of them did, to be perfectly honest. But Matt Mercer, Ashley Johnson, and Laura Bailey were the quickest to sell out. I did actually manage to get the Laura Bailey auto op for the Sunday because they released a very limited number of tickets for the Sunday as well. They were originally only going to do autos and photo ops on the Saturday because they had that big panel on the Sunday, but they are now going to do a few limited numbers on the Sunday as well. So I have got Laura Bailey as well as all the others, just missing Matt Mercer and Ashley Johnson. To be honest, I wasn't going to get the Trinket Funko Pop signed anyway. As I said, I would have got my OG Trafalgar Law Funko Pop signed if I did get the Matt Mercer auto op. But yeah, for Ashley Johnson, it now means I'm only going to have Pike Trickfoot not signed. And I mean, I say that, who knows what's going to happen. They're going to be very busy at MCM Comic Con. I imagine the Saturday I'm going to be queuing all day, but hopefully I can see all 5 guests I have booked for that day. And then, of course, Laura Bailey on the Sunday as well. I guess time will tell, but you know what, guys? Let's check out these Vox Machina Funko Pops because I haven't actually taken out the box just yet. And we'll do these in release order number, guys. So first up, we have the exclusive vex'ahlia, a Summer 2020 convention exclusive. You guys will also note these are under the Pop Games banner. They're not Pop Animation. That's because these did release, I think it was about 6 or 7 months before that animation started airing on Prime. And speaking of the animation, I haven't finished it. I've got literally just a few episodes left of that second season. I believe the third one will drop sometime in January. And of course, the Mighty 9 is coming at some point as well. Really looking forward to that. Been thoroughly enjoying the campaign. But yeah, Vox Machina, I didn't watch the campaign, so I don't know like a huge deal about the characters. Most of what I know are things that I've read, you know, whether I've seen like shorts on YouTube and things like that. And then, of course, the animation itself. I do know, of course, Scanlan gives Vex this broomstick that she uses to fly on. I then believe the hat was I do remember seeing a short of Sam Riegel. It was like playing the long game, the long con, something like that. So when he gave Vex, or Laura Bailey, who of course voiced this character, the broomstick, he wanted a favor. And I believe the favor was that she was then going to wear this witch hat. But it happened like a year or so later in terms of like real time. So I think that is quite funny. If I am mistaken, someone, of course, please do correct me in the comment section below. But yeah, this is a pretty cool one. fun, as we see with these floating flying characters on these acrylic bases to kind of give them that sort of dynamic movement through the air, for lack of a better word. But yeah, pretty cool. The blue outfit, again, can't really talk too much about it, but I do like this one a lot. I won't be getting this signed though. I've decided to get just the kind of common vex'ahlia signed. And the next one in the collection, guys, is Grog Strongjaw, which is Travis Willingham's character. I'll give you guys a quick look at the back as well, but it is all of the characters that we are going to show off. As I said, I have bought the entire Vox Machina Funko Pop collection. And this one is really, really cool. Grog holding a tankard of ale there. Even like the leaning pose, leaning on his axe against the ground, it just looks really, really good, with all the markings over his face. Very much a Kratos look, if you ask me. That's the first thing I think, or that I thought of when I sort of saw the character design, you know, especially watching the animation as well, and doubly so once he actually got the beard. If you guys haven't seen, he obviously gets the belt and that gives him the beard. I imagine this happened in their actual playthrough campaign as well, because what I have read is that the animation is very loyal to the campaign, which is pretty cool. It may as well be. Of course, they're always going to add in like little jokes and like story beats and things here and there, because you have to kind of all make it sort of make sense and kind of work in the realm of like television and particularly animation. But yeah, this one's really, really cool. I like Travis Willingham a lot as well, you know, especially how excited he gets when in the Mighty Nine, when Ashley Johnson, because she's the barbarian, of course, in the second campaign, and when she likes to rage, he gets really excited remembering the times when he did rage as Grog. But yeah, really cool. Really looking forward to meet Travis as well. Like, he comes across as such a cool guy. And the next one in the collection, guys, is Keyleth, which was Marisha Ray's character. And equally, the Keyleth pop looks awesome. To be honest, they probably are all awesome. From what I've seen in the boxes anyway, I thought, you know what, these look so freaking cool. And now we're getting them out of the box to enjoy in more detail. They just look so much cooler. Keyleth was like the Ereshari. I think that's the correct term. If I'm like I said, I've read only a little bit and watching the animation, so I'm not a big knower of everything to do with Vox Machina. I'm not going to lie and say like I'm a D&D expert or anything like that either. Would love to play a game, but I think it's finding like the right team, obviously devoting time to it as well, and obviously not getting caught in the Matt Mercer effect, I suppose, as well. But yeah, Keyleth with the is it like a crown, horn, something? I'm sure there's a more correct term, tiara maybe. We've got the flower there in the hair as well. The outfit, I don't know, is this supposed to be once she learns like the fire abilities or something like that? I saw that recent, like in one of the recent episodes I watched, she has her staff as well, which I'm sure does have a more correct term, a correct name. So again, excuse me for that. But yeah, just the whole color scheme. Love the freckles on the face as well. Yeah, I mean, I could probably say I'm looking forward to meeting every single cast member, because I am. You know, Marisha Ray, I find her pretty cool. Like for Beauregard, I kind of hated the character in the beginning in the Mighty Nine, but I've grown to like really like her now. And yeah, Marisha Ray, she was like the younger one, and the one I actually didn't know at all. I don't think I'd seen her in anything. I wasn't so much aware of like Sam Riegel or Taliesin Jaffe, but I definitely heard their voices before in video games and things like that. But I don't think I'd ever seen anything from Marisha Ray. And yeah, I do find her like really talented. Love her laugh. It's such a sweet laugh. Yeah, like I said, can't wait to meet her. Really love this Keyleth pop. Next up, guys, we have Percival DeRollo III. Don't ask me to pronounce the whole name. He was, of course, Taliesin Jaffe's character. And I'm probably going to be repeating myself several times, but this is awesome. A lot more colourful and detailed than I expected, to be honest. As I said, my my knowledge of Vox Machina is pretty much only through reading as well as the animation, and this outfit just looks very, very different. You know, his outfits just seem a lot more kind of darker and boring in the animation, so I'm assuming this is from something like later on in the campaign, as we're kind of going around the like cloak with the, is it kind of like bronze embroidery maybe? It looks like a shotgun or some kind of rifle on the back. He definitely hasn't had that in the animation, at least not to the point I'm up to. This kind of regal blue coat. He has the glove. I'm sure again there's a more technical term for it, where he can use it like use electricity for it. I have just seen, that was like the last episode I saw, they destroyed that. Oh god, it had a name. I can't remember what it's called. A bit like a gelatinous cube, but not quite a cube. It was like this blob type thing, and he used the glove for the first time. But yeah, the rest of the outfit on the front looks very, very cool, very regal, like I said. The glasses look cool, the hair, the gun. Yeah, it's just a really nice looking pop. I do like it a lot. I do feel that they missed a like chase opportunity, but again, this, well, you know, the animation, as I said, from what I've read, is very loyal to the campaign. So I'm sure he still had that plague doctor mask. I think that's kind of what those are referred to. Like, I felt they had a really good chase opportunity for that. I certainly saw it in the animation, and I U2s, there's a quick picture of the U2s for it if you guys haven't seen that yet. I kind of feel they could have had a chase version of him with that look. And we're at the halfway point, guys, because there are 9 Funko Pops in this Critical Role Vox Machina collection. This is Scanlan Shortholt, who was of course Sam Riegel's character. And once again, this is so freaking cool, so awesome, I love it. Scanlan's hand! I just can't really do that like high-pitched voice that he manages to do. I find Sam Riegel so talented, so funny. Like, I never miss the beginning when they do the announcements, and for at least for the Mighty Nine campaign, where they have D&D Beyond as a sponsor, and he does all these like crazy things that he comes up with. I just find the guy so talented, so funny. I do genuinely feel, in terms of like story beats and kind of moving things along and whatnot, I actually feel he may be the best kind of storyteller amongst the players, but that's just those like 40 or so episodes that I've seen of the Mighty Nine. But yeah, thoroughly enjoy Scanlan in the animated show. Just so funny, so kind of wrong, but I do love those jokes, and I've seen him make tons of these kind of dirty jokes and whatnot, both in shorts from the Vox Machina campaign and especially in the episodes I've seen so far of the Mighty Nine. But yeah, with the Scanlan's hand floating, he's got a, is that like a flute or a recorder? I don't know, like it definitely doesn't have that from what I've seen. It's more like the lute. I think lute's the correct word, isn't it? Like the correct instrument that he has. But yeah, still really cool with the flat hat. Yeah, I really like this one a lot, and yeah, I can't wait to meet Sam Riegel. I just think he's, as I said, so funny, so talented. I'm just repeating myself. Yeah, man, just can't wait. Next up, we're going to check out Pike Trickfoot, which was Ashley Johnson's character. And as I already said, sadly, the only humanoid character I won't be getting signed from this collection, well, I suppose the vex'ahlia one at the beginning, I won't be getting either, but yeah, that's the one disappointing thing. I've heard some people say, you know what, you should try and just hang around like late at the con to see if they do release tickets, you know, especially if they've got through all the autos and photo ops. So maybe I'll still take this and my OG Trafalgar Law along and see if we do get lucky, but something tells me that probably won't be the case. As we're going around, Pike is on again one of these clear acrylic bases. She's obviously like floating or even flying in the air with these kind of angelic translucent kind of yellow wings, which do look really cool. Don't think I've seen her do this in the animation, so I'm assuming this is kind of later on in the game. I love the fact that we've got like the eyes closed, the scar looks cool, she's holding on to that I don't know, medallion or trinket, whatever the best word is for it. Again, maybe it does have a an actual name, a correct term, so you know, someone can let me know that in the comment section below. But yeah, it's a really cool one. I love the color scheme, the hair looks great. As I said, it's just really sad that I'm not going to be able to meet Ashley Johnson. At least I haven't got something like haven't got a ticket booked, let's say. We'll see if we do manage to get lucky, because I'm a big fan of hers. Of course, loved her in The Last of Us, and loved her in Blind Spot as well. I really did enjoy that show, and yeah, loving when I do see her as Yasha in the Mighty Nine campaign, and from so far what I've seen from Pike Trickfoot, seems a really cool character. Getting close to the end, guys, and we're on to the twins now. First up, we have vex'ahlia, who is of course Laura Bailey's character. And this is the Vex Funko Pop that I'm going to get signed. I was very thankful when MCM, and I guess Critical Role themselves, actually decided to release some tickets for the Sunday. As I said, I did originally miss out on Laura Bailey. I got everyone else apart from Matt, Ashley, and Laura, and then when they released tickets again, like, I was super quick. I was checked out 2 minutes after they went live, but yeah, Matt Mercer and Ashley Johnson were gone, but I did manage to get Laura Bailey, which I'm very happy about, because she's like a voice-over legend, anime, video games. I mean, quite a lot of them are, to be honest. Matt, Travis at this point, Liam as well. They pretty much all are, right? But she's kind of considered royalty. She's won awards. She's done everything. And she just seems to have such a lovely personality. Dirty Mind, of course, I've seen like the videos. Laura Bailey is a 12-year-old and things like that, and it's just very funny. I just love it, love her character. She seems so cool, and yeah, really thankful that they did decide to do some autos on the Sunday. This is with the bow. I just saw this episode as well, as I mentioned it earlier, where she got the, I think it's Fenthras. I think that's what the bow is called. Like, I'm assuming it's like a legendary bow or something. There was actually a name. Was it Vestige or something like that? But I assume it's like a kind of like in the realms of role-playing games, D&D and whatever. I'm assuming it's like a legendary bow. And yeah, she doesn't quite have this color of outfit. I suppose she's more kind of blue from what I've seen, so I guess she eventually gets this different outfit with the white and blue. It's what you would expect when a campaign does go on for so long. But yeah, again, another cool pop. What more can I say? Last two Funko Pops of the collection then, guys. This is the last humanoid. It is, of course, vax'ildan, who was Liam O'Brien's character. And I'm going to repeat myself for the 400th time, guys. This is so freaking cool. I mean, he's not even really standing. The wings actually make him like kind of hover slightly through the air. The feet are not touching the bottom. This armor, I've had to look this up. I believe it's the Deathwalker's Ward, and I'm not sure if it is supposed to be the same armor that he does get in the animated series. It kind of looks different with the wings and whatnot. I've kind of read what happens to his character to an extent. I won't really say too much about it because firstly I don't want to get it wrong, and certainly don't want to spoil it for people either. Has that like blue feather there in the hair, how the kind of hair is tied back. I mean, the hair certainly looks a lot more black. And that maybe like have something to do with what kind of happens to the character. Again, I won't go into it in too much detail. Has those two daggers, which again, I don't think we've seen those. Like, he definitely has daggers in the animation, but I don't remember them having like a green or like a fiery ability either. Those are pretty cool. I'm kind of wondering if I can maybe somehow get a little bit of color scheme going on with some of these Funko Pops, the green and the kind of orange, when I do meet Liam O'Brien, who, like I'm going to say again, I'm looking very much forward to meeting him. Was a big fan. If you guys know me, you know my two favorite animes of all time are Naruto and One Piece. I love them both equally. Yes, there are us out there who do. You don't need to love one and hate the other. You can like them both, by the way. And I was a big fan of Gaara. I loved his character, and I really loved Liam O'Brien's portrayal. So I was kind of gutted when it was just the one item per person to get signed, one ticket per person rather to get signed. So I have to wait for him to come back so I can get a Gaara Funko Pop signed, or maybe I'll still try and take it and see what happens. But again, really, really cool Funko Pop. And last but certainly not least, guys, the final Funko Pop in the Vox Machina collection is the Specialty Series Trinket. And we've said it for all of them, guys. We may as well say it for the final one as well. Another cool Funko Pop. I do feel there could have been things that made it a little bit better. Flocked being one, that could have been absolutely awesome. And I think I would have maybe preferred him being on all fours. Just my opinion, though. It still looks pretty cool. Still looks pretty funny. Pretty cute as well. Kind of sitting on his bum there with the armor, with the like pink bow ties. It does, just like I said, look pretty cute, pretty funny. I haven't seen a lot of Trinket. I was expecting to see more of him in the animation because like a lot of people who I knew watched it like kind of told me like he's like pretty cool, he's pretty like a lovable character, but he doesn't seem to be used a lot in the animation. I don't know whether he was used a lot more in the campaign. If someone knows, drop a comment below. But yeah, it's still cool, as I said. Just feel it could have been a little bit better, but I still like it. Yeah, very cool, very funny, very cute. And there you go, guys. That's the entire Vox Machina Funko Pop collection fully unboxed. That is also going to do it for today's video. So first and foremost, thank you so much for taking a little bit of time out of your day to spend with me here on the Geek Lounge. It is very much appreciated, and I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If so, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Drop some comments below. Do you guys own any of these Funko Pops? And are you going to be any of the Critical Role cast this weekend at MCM Comic Con London? And speaking of which, we have a few MCM London videos planned. I will be doing some Funko Pop hunting there, maybe a general kind of vlog on the event, seeing what's around, maybe a few shorts as well, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that, as well as the usual Funko, Lego, statues, figures, and TCGs, all that fine jazz we love to play here on the Geek Lounge coming your way. Make sure you stay tuned for that and more. What is the easiest way to stay tuned, you ask? It's very simple. Subscribe. Hit click, smash that subscribe button, and enable those notifications so you don't miss out on any of that future content. Guys, thanks again for watching today's video, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace out, nerds!